Boutros. It's
Oh,
okay.
shoot. Right. Okay.
He's coming on at 1:45. Okay.
Okay.
So Chloe, what do we have on our sorry guys, I'm getting in a little late today, so I don't have the agenda up right in front of me.
For today, you mentioned what forms to fill out for referrals, CIR forms or
Oh yeah,
EXP.
I know we showed it. Did everyone see the new referral platform?
No.
I heard one no. Anyone else?
No.
No.
Okay. Let me show you
Is this
all.
referral within EXP?
Yeah, it's EXP to EXP agents.
I saw the email, but I didn't read it.
Okay, it's really easy, so I'll show you. Okay. Let me see. So on the EXP really OKTA, I'll put it in the chat. When you go on there, it's the EXP Global Referral Platform. So anytime you do an EXP to EXP agent, you go in here and it pulls up all this information. So agent search. And let's say I'm sending one to myself because I'm logged in as Jeff. So I don't know why it says I live in Costa Mesa, but it's okay. Send a referral. So see on the right-hand side, so I go search. So I search by name. Now, the nice thing about it, if I'm looking for someone in Lansing, Michigan, I can click on that and hit search. And I want agents within a certain amount of miles. It's going to pull up everyone in that city. How cool is that?
Yeah,
So
I didn't.
so instead of posting it on the referral network, if you don't want to, it's easier to do that because you get obviously the agents that are hungry and interested and active. However, if you're not wanting to do that, you can go in here and do this. And that's all we've gotten some referrals is just by this. A different platform because this is new, but searching the EXP portal. Okay, so I'm gonna use myself as an example.
Did you say this is new?
This is the new global platform referral, yes, because you can do it globally. Yeah, and so it was emailed out to everyone. I mean, the referral platform's been there, but this is now official, like launch global. It's all dialed in, it works good. So send me a referral, you click on it, and then you fill out all the information right here. The time, buy, sell, lease, other, any other terms, and then you hit send. It's seriously the easiest thing you've ever done. And then it goes to the review first. So if I'm sending it, it's going to go to me just first to sign. Once I sign it, it'll go to the other agent and then it'll go to the broker. Any questions?
That's the most important thing about this.
It's easy.
It's at the top, and it's got a little lock symbol next to it. Speed to lead. We talked about this in this morning's huddle. How quick should you get to a lead? Like if someone sends me a referral to list their home, and I sign this at the end of the day. Well, go back to it.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to hit that.
I
Sorry.
sign that at the end of the day, and then the other agent, gives me what happens is the client information comes to me at the end of the day. When's the best time to call that lead?
Right after you get it or first thing in the morning?
No, definitely not first thing in the morning.
Right after you get it. That's what I
As
said.
soon as you can get it, right?
Yeah,
So
that's what I said.
my point was, don't let this sit in your inbox. You want this thing, as soon as they send the referral, you want to sign it so that you can get that information and call them, because I can't tell you in my 26 years how many times I've called the lead and it was a good lead. It was, they were ready to sign with me. They were convinced. I'm the best broker in their market. And then, oh shoot, I forgot, cousin Julie is an agent. She just got her license. She's, we got to give her a chance. Jeff, sorry, but I forgot cousin Julie is an agent. That's happened to me so many times because the longer you wait, the less opportunity you have. So speed to lead, speed to lead, speed to lead. So I just want everybody to know that you're not going to get the lead information until it's signed by both parties. That's the most important thing to me about this. Because the most important thing to me is closing transactions.
That's all I got there. No questions? No questions?
Any
Okay.
questions?
I have a quick question.
Sure.
Is there a way that you can set it up so you won't just get an email, that maybe you'll get a text that it came into you?
So that's a good question. And if you have to set up an email rule. So in your rules, you need to send an email rule to forward. So
You just muted yourself.
oh, Chloe's muting me.
I was trying to let someone in the waiting room.
So you just set up a forwarding rule to forward to your cell phone. So for example, let me pull it up. So every cell phone has an email address. Let me share my screen that will forward to your cell phone. So like, for example, this right here, Verizon. So in your rules, you would say forward anything having to do with referrals, or you can be more specific, right? But this would be your email address if you had Verizon. T-Mobile, this is the email address. It also says might be because sometimes they change, but for Verizon, that it is VTEX.
My best advice is set it up and then test it. Send yourself an email with referral or whatever the keyword is that you set up in your forwarding in the subject line. And if it texts you, you're good to go. By the
Isn't
way,
it your own number with the
Yeah.
at the VTEX? Yeah, so
Right.
yeah, I remember Verizon is VTEX.
Yeah, Verizon, and then
Yeah.
T-Mobile is this, but you can also call T-Mobile. It's not the @ sign twice, but you can also call your carrier to make sure it doesn't change. Didn't change as well.
Where is it that we make that change, just to make sure that,
Sure, it's in the email settings of your email under rules. So if you have Gmail, you go into your email section and it would say like rules and forwarding, or Outlook does the same thing. Every email provider has some type of rule section in the email.
oh, okay,
Portion.
so we have to go into our own email and there we
Right.
make the change, so, and that would be to get notification via SMS for any email that comes to our email.
Right.
Is that in settings? Because I tried to do it today and I'm not having much luck.
I would Google your email provider
I
and
did
say,
that.
how do I set up a rule?
Okay.
So like Gmail,
I have
Gmail, forwarding, and you need to do it on your computer.
Definitely.
So it's right here. I'll put it in the chat.
And what I recommend is clicking on videos and watching the video of somebody doing it. I mean, I'm pretty technologically qualified, but even I have to look at the videos. It's just so much easier and faster.
I'm gonna post a video as well.
Can I ask another question when we're done with this?
Absolutely.
So on that global referral platform, I was looking at that as you were talking, so I could kind of see what was going on, and I'm gonna go backwards, so I went to Okta and then it said EXP agent portal and you have to sign in, obviously, and I signed in. Of course, now I signed, okay, there it is.
Oh, Joe's on today, Jeff. Sorry.
And then I see this
Great.
thing, my link, my lead, start now. I've heard us talk about that. What?
Yeah, I'll share that after Joe talks with us because he's our
Okay,
guest.
good. That's all I want to know, is I want to make
Yeah,
sure I'm
absolutely.
using
I
that.
will cover
Thank you.
that.
We're-
Hi, Joe.
You.
I was wrong, Jeff. It's not Peter today.
Yes. It's
I'm
Joe.
losing my mind.
Good, good. I'm now really excited.
What's up, Jeff?
Hey, real quick before we get off those referrals, so I can tell you guys that I have made well over, and I'm talking well over $100,000 easily by setting up a rule that sends me referrals to my phone. Because guess what? Speed to lead. If you're looking at workplace from an email or just, I don't know, whatever, you're gonna see that. But guess what? If it's in Orange County, too bad, so sad. Jeff Russell's already got it because he picked up the phone and called that person as soon as he got the text. So that's the secret of my referral success. Speed to lead, speed to lead, speed to lead. Okay. All right. That's all I got to say. I'll give it to you, Kelly and Joe.
Well, everyone, I want to welcome Joe Peterson from iList. And I know that he's joined us before and some of you have already met him, but there's some new exciting features of iList that I'm so excited to hear about. And that's why we have Joe on today to share.
Awesome.
And even the old expired is exciting to me. So I'm really excited to see the new stuff, Joe.
Yeah, the new stuff is really, really fun. We took a lot of feedback from our users and interviewed a lot of them and said, hey, you see what we do, and especially with the new world that we're about to be entering into in real estate, it's going to get a little crazy for a little bit. We met with a lot of users and, hey, what is important to you? And like Jeff was saying, speed to lead, that's a big part of it, not just on referrals, but when you're working with sellers, for example, knowing what they're looking at, what they're clicking on, what intent level they're showing, speed to lead is important because sellers have an attention span this big, right? And if they're not finding what they're looking for, they're going somewhere else. And so what Jeff was saying is so true across just multiple arenas. And that's one of the features we took away and we brought into the world was better access to what your leads and your clients are doing, better ways to engage, but most importantly, better ways to engage your database, right? Putting the right message, the right call to action in front of your database, which I think we can all admit, as real estate agents, we're not very good at the database management aspect of it. We focus on the top 2 to 3%, let the rest kind of hang out and hopefully they see something and engage with us. Well, we're about to show you some amazing tools that you can actually apply into your database very, very quickly that'll identify which sellers are interested in values, cash offers, different things that you can offer. So let me come in here. I'm going to hit share on my screen, make sure I've got the right one here.
Yes, you do. You're ready to go.
Awesome. Look at that. Perfect. All right. Everybody can see my screen.
Yep.
Got some thumbs up. Awesome. Cool. We did some revamps. So for those of y'all who do not know what we do here at iList, I'm going to give you the 2-minute cliff notes really, really quick. Our whole goal is to give real estate agents tools and technology to better focus on and engage sellers. It's literally that simple. Now, the tools and technology that you have access to as agents right now are predominantly built for buyers. I think we can all agree with that. Whether it's KV Core, Sierra, Lofty, you name it, it's all buyer-centric experiences. We actually upgrade your entire world to focus on sellers to allow them to come to you. We start with a better home valuation experience. And I'm actually going to show you all this real time in 1 second. But we start with a better home valuation experience. Built for sellers, delivers multiple values, has instant cash offers built in and listing options built in, all automatically. Cash offers are a core component of what we do because this is what our competition does. They display values and cash offers. Look at Realtor.com, Redfin, Trulia, Zillow, right? How are we going to compete with those guys if we do not have access to the same, if not better functionality? We deliver this directly into your world, and we work with Zoodealio, Easy Street, Easy Knock, Up Equity, and more for you. And then listing options. This is the backbone of what we do here. We want to make sure that your seller not only has access to the best valuation tools, the best cash offers, but also listing options that you created custom for your market. Traditional options, flat fees, listing percentages, multiple cash offers, bidding auction style platforms, and even tools built for buy owners. All designed custom to you, your market, your world. So now think what you can hand off to sellers. The best experience, instant cash offers, and listing options, all built directly into your world. Now, we connect all of that. I'm going to skip some of this. I'm going to show you how it works real time, but we connect all of that within custom dashboards so you can receive real-time alerts. And like Jeff was saying, speed to lead, right? You know what they're doing, why they're doing it, and you can convert them. So that's the Cliff Notes. Let me show you how fun this is now. All right. I'm going to go into, by the way, I'm going to highlight a couple of differences here. Here's a standard KV Core site. I know a lot of y'all have KV Core, different users, Sierras, right out there, Lofties. We work with all major sites. Here's what a standard KV Core site looks like. You know what's missing from this website? Everything built for a seller, right? It's all just buyer centric and really zero seller functionality, except for this one little button that delivers a very lackluster seller experience. Now, check out what we do. And this is actually one of Jeff's sites. I say one because we have our functionality on a lot of tools for Jeff. But check this out. Are you a buyer? Are you a seller? Or do you want cash offers? Which website do you think is going to get more engagement? And by the way, if I click selling, I simply type in my address, complete automated experience. This is what we bring into your world. Now, let me come in here and I'm actually going to show you how it works. I'm going to go into a demo account just so I don't add a bunch of random stuff into Jeff's world here. I'm going to come in and type in an address. I'm going to pretend I'm a seller. And watch what we are going to create. And sorry, when I do zooms, it slows everything down just a tad here. But watch what we're going to create for your seller without ever asking them a question or getting any information from them. There's my house. There's my agent. Here's my value. Here's instant cash offers. And here's listing options that they have access to. This is what we have to bring to sellers. Now, in this value, we can engage and adjust. We can see our instant cash offers and our listing options. So just to show you a couple of new features here, I'm going to pretend I'm a seller and I'm going to say, let's get some cash offers here. I just got done doing a demo with a guy named Jesse, I guess. So you give sellers custom dashboards where they can access their property 24/7. This is crucial because you do not want your sellers looking elsewhere, right? They're connected to you 24/7. They have access to come in here, build out their property, customize it, answer some quick questions for you. I'm just going to make a couple of dummy questions up, just really, really quick here. And I want to show you a couple of the new features we have built in. Now, Jeff and Kelly, I know y'all do this. I don't know if anybody else here does anything with the cash instant offer world, but of late, we are seeing more engagement from that world than we have the last handful of months. I don't know if it's just because the market is changing a little bit. We're getting a little closer to the selling season, hot time, but we are seeing way more engagement in that world.
From the consumers, right?
From the consumer side, yeah. So I think our cash offer acceptance rate hovers, 7 to 8%. The last 30 days, we've been about 12 to 14%, which I know that does not sound like a lot, but when you're doing hundreds of cash offers a month,
That's a lot.
it's a big difference. So now you gave sellers a way to come to you automatically. You as an agent did not lift a finger. Now let me show you some of our new functionality. Inside your revamped dashboard, everything is in one place, super easy. If you click on properties, look what property automatically shows up. Paradise Valley, Jesse Seller, they want cash offers. You did not lift a finger. Watch how easy it is to get cash offers. Select get offers. I can send this property to Easy Street, Zoodealio, Open Door Offer Pad. One of our newest features right here, your own personal buyer list. Jeff, how many investors have you worked with over the past 5 years?
Hundreds.
Hundreds. Wouldn't it be nice if you could click a button and send properties out to them that match their buy box and criteria?
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's what's built in now. So we allow you to send it out nationally, which I'm going to show you how powerful this is. Let's just go out to Zoodealio real quick. Let's just give it about 3 seconds here. We're going to send this property out to Zoodealio. And look at this, 3 offers ready to roll that fast. Now, if I would have selected the others, guess what? More offers would be coming in real time throughout today, tomorrow. Now, Jeff, if you have hundreds of buyers out there, investors, probably kind of a pain to keep track of them, I would assume, right?
Right.
We could do it inside of our CRMs, but they get lost in the shuffle. What if you could just come in here, add your buyers, their names, their complete buying criteria and buy boxes, and it would save it? Or better yet, what if you could copy this link and email it out to all hundreds of your buyers and say, hey, to be a part of my internal buyer network, to see off-market coming soons, etc., create your profile. You can email them a link. They automatically come into your world. And now when you go to your properties to request cash offers, guess what? It goes nationally and locally instantly. It is one of the most powerful features that we've built in, because users like Jeff and Kelly have hundreds of investors. So think if you have a property out in your market where your seller's thinking about listing, not decided, but thinking about it. Imagine you coming in here and saying, hey, let me try something for us. You add their listing, hit get cash offer, send it nationally and locally, and within a 24-hour period, you hand them 8 to 10 offers. What's that going to do for your relationship with that seller or converting it to a listing opportunity? Right? That's what we bring to you, and we deliver everything to you directly inside of one dashboard.
That's sweet.
Now, let's bounce over to last 2 brand new features I'm going to show you. By the way, our automation, whether it's cash offers, whether it's bidding's a really, really fun option. Create competition, drive that price higher and higher. You have a complete auction bidding platform built in here. FSBO free, traditional options. Everything we do is automated for you and for your sellers. Now, here's some of our new really, really powerful features. All right, so Jeff, I know one of your CRMs is KV Core, okay? I'm going to come in and I'm going to go to our database engagement. I'm going to select KV Core. We give you every custom, what we call to action link built for KV Core. So if you already have hundreds of emails that you like to send out and maybe they're currently being sent out, what we encourage you to do is add our call to action link in it. Meaning, hey, homeowner, click here to see your value. Click here to see cash offers. When they click here, guess what opens up? Their house inside your world real time. If you don't have emails or you don't like your emails, we also give you every email template we have built for KV Core. So you can come in and literally copy and paste. Your custom links are already programmed into it. All merge fields are already built into it. So within 5 minutes, you can have the best of the best database engagement set up directly in your own personal CRM.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's one of our highest converting ROI tools without question. Because most agents don't engage their database. Or if you do engage your database, you're not giving them the right message, the right data, the right offers.
Right.
And we bring all of that directly in and customize it for your CRM. Now, last thing I'll kind of highlight, which is a really, really awesome feature here, is our visitors and lead tracking. So it's really important to know who is clicking on what, who they are, what they clicked on, how many times they clicked on it, right? We track every single visitor that enters into your website, landing page, email marketing, QR codes. We track everything for you. And then we also give you custom links built for that address. So Jeff, if this seller here in Paradise Valley and Plano came into your world and you wanted to follow up with them, you could literally copy this link and say, hey, Jesse, I saw you looking at the value, exploring around. Hey, here's a quick link that'll take you right back there. Did you have any questions? And guess what happens when they click this link? Their house opens up again in Jeff's personal website with his values, cash offers, and options. You're constantly putting the data that your sellers want in front of them. And then we give you QR codes where if you wanted to, you can copy these, put them on personal postcards, or you can literally make a door hanger and go hang it on that homeowner's property. When they get home and scan it, guess what? They're inside of your world real time. And you're tracking everything behind it. So we've spent a lot of time enhancing our cash offer partners to connect you to the best of the best, building out your personal buyer networks, allowing seamless integrations to your database and your CRM, and then connecting everything for you in one simple place. So when it comes to sellers and speed to lead, like Jeff was talking about, you've got to have tools built for sellers, designed to automate their experience, deliver what they're hoping to see. And we do all of that for you inside of your personal world.
That's awesome.
So
I love I love those changes.
yeah, handful of really powerful enhancements we've dropped in.
Yeah.
So
Doing all the work for us.
yeah. So
we got
that's
to
what we
say-
do up here.
Yeah. On the investors, like if I had my 100 and some odd investors in there and somebody else on iList put in a property, do my investors only see my properties or do they see all properties?
Nope, they only see your properties right now.
Okay.
Now we are working on a feature where it's called our like a share property where you
Mhm.
can share it out to everybody if you wanted, but that's a toggle switch on your side. So you have control if you feel like sharing that out or not.
Okay, cool.
So, and when you send it out to your investor network, it goes nationally and locally at the same time. They get an email with all photos, financial links, data on the property, and a big button that says make an offer.
Right.
And
Nice.
when they make an offer, this up on your side.
Okay.
So, and then if you do anything in the REO space, this
Yep.
is something this is something we've been working on a lot. We've got some really awesome enhancements, but if you do anything in the REO space, I'm just going to delete this property. Just use the same address for show and tell here. I'm going to add an REO property in here to manage. It's going to validate to make sure it's a real property. We can select the asset management company. So you can add your own asset managers in here and companies. It'll save it every time you do that. Hit create. Now notice we have a brand new REO property in here. We're going to come in. You can assign this to anybody on your team. And now it's going to walk you through occupancy, occupied or vacant. Does it need to be rekeyed? What's the combos, right? Walks you through everything you need in the REO life cycle. We also help you manage all of your expenses in one place. So you can add expenses in here. Has it been reimbursed, approved, etc.? And then as you're ready to market your REO property, every offer on that property is going to come into one place for you. Easily counter, back and forth, share. So it's really nice. If you do anything in the REO space, you know the importance of timelines and having instant access to the data when you need it. And we keep everything in one seamless environment for you.
And
Yeah,
how
I'm
do the
excited
offices-
I'm excited to use that on our new REO that doesn't
good.
have a platform. I have a question on that. Are we able to do the offer management system on traditional listings?
1000%. So once again, let's pretend that, delete that address. Let's pretend you have a traditional property. come in here and just say new listing. Let's go same address real fast. It's going to validate it. Always make sure it's a real property. You can select traditional,
Oh,
right? You can invite your sellers in. And when you invite your sellers in, property shows up here. They actually get a custom dashboard as well, where they can have real-time access to offers as you share it to them and data on their property. But it allows you to take advantage of your custom offer portal, which features every listing, every property, everything you need, allows buyers and buyer agents to view your property, click a button, make an offer directly to you.
I love that. Thank you.
So it's like the stuff we use in the REO space, right? Only it's a little friendlier for consumers and buyer agents.
Right.
Yep. All
I
built
love
in.
it. Thank you.
Nice.
So, but anyway, as you know, I love showing y'all's team this and other big groups we work with, just because what's about to hit the market, it's becoming more and more important to what do you have? Where's your focus? Where's your business heading? And it's going to be interesting for a little while. So, to say the least.
Absolutely.
Say the least, yeah.
So, but yeah, man, that's what we got for you today.
Cool. Thank you. Any questions for Joe?
So,
Such a
many-
quiet group
Jeff, we
today.
need a logo
How
for
many
Jeff.
EXP agents are on iList now?
Oh gosh, I would probably say 65% of our users are EXP agents.
Yeah.
Little more technology driven, forward thinking mindset, right? And so they're a little more adaptive to, they move quicker with the changes in the market. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
We have a lot of agents that kind of bury their heads in the sand a little bit, you know, and just pretend things are not coming. One of the great things about EXP is they've been very upfront on here's how it is, here's how we think it's going to look. We're going to give you more information as it rolls out. And so yeah, about probably 65% of our users are EXP.
Yeah,
Right.
EXP's done a really good job of communicating with us. That's the one thing I can say. Definitely
Yeah.
agree with you on that.
Yep. So
I
What's
put
the
in the,
cost?
say that one more time.
What does it cost?
iList,
the
we are
agents.
not. Yep. So iList, Jeff's got a referral link on there. Everything we do, everything I just showed you is $99 a month. We give free trials. And if you're on Jeff's team, Kelly's team, that network, Jeff, I'll email you a promo code where everybody can get full-blown free access to the Zoodealio world, all integrated.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you get free Zoodealio, which Zoodealio on its own is how much usually?
$130 a month.
Yeah.
And their
Yeah.
network is great. Like they're by far one of our favorite partners, and we are deeply integrated with them in several areas. And so we want to make sure that, you know, I'll say our friends here all have access to that amazing feature built in for free. So I'll send you a promo code just to make sure you can share it out with everybody and make sure that's the case. And by the way, if anybody comes in and you're a part of Jeff and Kelly's world, if you forget the promo code, we'll just add it for you on our side. So,
Oh, that's right. So you get the sign up for the 2-week trial, which
Yep.
turns into $99 a month, and then get the promo code, put that in, and that's going to give you Zoodealio additionally for no cost.
Yep. For free. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah. And this system, I've had it for, gosh, I want to say a couple of years now, and he just keeps adding stuff and adding stuff. And, you know, being that he's you know, he's not just a techie guy, he's an agent too. So he understands us and our world, and you need changes, you reach out to them, and they literally are doing them, building the plane as they're flying it down the runway, which is
yeah, and we use our technology real time on a daily basis, right? We've done 4 listings this week, and guess where they all came from? iList. It's not something we hype up and push. We literally use it. So as agents come to us with new features and ideas and concepts, I mean, if it makes sense, we're quick to add it because it adds value to our world too. So we love the features and stuff. In fact, we have a hedge fund that's being added, fingers crossed, within the next 7 days. We're vetting them out right now. But instead of buying based on ARVs, they're buying on cap rates. And
Oh,
this fund is, which makes their offers a little stronger if you know that. And they're
Mhm.
closing deals within 14 days. Like
Wow.
they've got an appetite. And so we're adding them to our platform. So we're constantly trying to add as much value as we can for everybody.
Can you show my KV core site again?
Yeah, absolutely. So
And-
let's
and I-
go over to,
I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but I think I heard you say, or maybe you didn't say it, and that's why I want to say it. But when somebody signs up for iList, will you set up their
oh gosh, I'm glad you brought
Yeah.
that up. Yes, we set all of that up for you. If you have multiple websites, we set it up on multiple websites. So if you want to add it to your website, just click add, and you can literally tell us what your website is, who your provider is. We work with KV Core, Sierra, Lofties, Boomtowns, right? We work with them all. And so it's really important not only to have the internal seller experience and valuations and offers, but an exterior attraction for them. So having it on your website is a really, really big, it's a really big improvement from most standard sites.
Yeah, it's huge. But if it goes back to my KV core site, that none of that was there. It was just that little sell button at the top, right? Now I've
Yeah,
got,
it looked a lot like I kept mine default. Like it looked a lot like
yeah, right.
Yeah.
this. You just can't
Yeah.
do much with it, And yeah, and going to this world is a big, big, big difference.
So iList has added it to my KV core, to my Ylopo, to my luxury presence. So now when they click on, anything about selling a home, automatically takes them through the iList navigation.
And just a quick note on support, like you guys are probably you by far the best company for support. Like you're very hands-on and helpful. And if you all sign up and you need help or training, they'll jump on a call with you or send you a Loom. I mean, everything's been super. I've been super impressed with that. Like it's
Awesome.
it's definitely helpful.
Good, thank you.
And Joe wouldn't be here if we didn't, fully vet him out and love him and use him.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Any questions for Joe? Adriana, did you have a question?
Hey, that's my old house.
Actually, I was the same question whoever asked the cost.
Oh, about the cost.
So thank
Okay,
you.
cool.
No, it was
Yeah.
great. It's very, very informative. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Yeah, and if y'all have any questions, I'll put my personal email here in chat just real quick here. So if y'all have any questions, thoughts, anything at all, of course, Jeff and Kelly know how to get a hold of me. But there's my email, so feel free to take it. Any ideas, whether it's relating to iList or not, right? We get a lot of questions on other platforms and comparing them. So we're pretty familiar with this space. So if we can add any value to anything you're doing, please let us know. Our team will help out any way we can.
Great. Well, thanks for your time, Joe. We appreciate
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
All right, y'all have an awesome day. If y'all need anything from me,
Thanks.
let me know.
Absolutely.
Absolutely will.
Appreciate you.
All right, we'll
Thanks.
talk soon.
Bye, Joe.
Bye.
All right, bye.
All right. So hopefully everyone saw that, felt that beneficial, because we sure do. And I'm happy that we were able to get Joe on to show you all that. So any questions before we move on? Because I just want to make sure that all the questions were answered. You guys are so quiet. Okay. So I wanted to show you. Do we still have Rich on?
Who?
Richard.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, good. All right. I don't see your face today. Okay. So my link, my lead. So my link, my lead. Let me click on it. How it works is you create. So, okay, let me just show you. I want to create a link. So let's say I want homes. I'm helping an investor. Okay, hypothetically, an investor, and he's looking to buy anywhere under a price of, or no minimum price, but under a price of 350,000. Okay. Hold on one second. All right. So it's going to create a search throughout now this is only in the US as of right now. Okay, so that's important for everyone to know. So it will pull up all the listings from EXP agents that are under $350. 350,000, sorry. Now,
Okay, so
Just the
can you kind of go
Oh.
back a little farther to the start? How did you get to where you are?
okay, so no, not just EXP agent, sorry, Jeff. So under
Okay,
the
okay, that's the page I was on. So,
right, and then you click
you
on
get-
my links
okay, you
and it
gave
takes you to
us,
this, it takes you to this
that-
screen.
so I was just gonna say for everybody else, you gave us the Okta content and then you went to the,
My link, my lead.
yeah, okay,
Yep. And then
And then-
you just click on my links and then you hit create a new link.
okay.
And what it does is it opens up this page and then you create a search. And what it's gonna do is like you can pick a specific neighborhood, you can pick a city. Yes, Jeff.
I just want to say, but I don't think some people might have missed how you get to the my link, my lead. Like, how did you go back to Okta? One
Okay,
more.
so this, well,
There you go.
it's in the same, okay, so everyone, remember we were in the global referral platform? So when you click on the global referral platform, it pulls up the my link, my lead. Does everyone see that?
Referrals, I noticed.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you click on my links. So if you want to do a referral, you can go here, agent search. If you want to do a my link, my lead, it's right here. So you click on my links and it's going to bring up this page right here. Okay. You can see how it works right here. This is wonderful, right? So it says create a link anywhere, share your personalized and unique links. The traffic and leads are generated through these links, which I'm going to cover. Leads inquiries come directly to you via text, service a lead, or refer it to an EXP agent in another market. Okay, the purpose is to refer it to another agent in another market, but it does pull up all listings. So going back to created link, and let's go back to my example. I'm helping an investor. He's looking to purchase anywhere in the United States, less than 350,000. And it's going to pull up all of these properties. Okay, so right here, these are all the properties that are less than $350,000. And there's a million of them. That's a lot. Okay, so
So you can also squeeze your parameters down even more. Like you
yeah,
want,
like if I want like
you want, it's got to have 3 bedrooms.
let's say like 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, and I want it to be
on
a
the
single
water.
family home. Okay. All right, so here we go. So we dwindle it down, and then you hit create a link for my lead. Create a link for my link, my lead. Gosh, I can't talk, sorry. So it's gonna create it. We can name it Tom's search, right? Like let's say my client's Tom and this is his search that I'm creating for him. Hit create a link. This is the link I can share with the world. So when I go to the link, it's going to pull up the same exact search. Okay. Now what's key about this is I send this to Tom. All right. Tom has the search. Tom looks at it and was like, whoa, this is way too many homes, right? Let me make let me change these filters. So I'm going in here. I add a garage. I decide I want 1 acre or more. And then it brings it down even further. And let's say I really love this property on Coffee Pot Road. So when I click on it, it's going to say ask an EXP agent or tour. That gets pointed back to you. This is your link, your referral. So basically what this means is it will go back to me. I will say, you know what, Tom, let me get you that agent to help you out right away in Austin, Indiana. And then you contact the agent in Austin, Indiana, whoever the EXP agent is, and you get a referral. So that's what it means by my link, by my lead. It goes back to you. If they have that link, that main link that I showed you and copied, that's always your link. So whoever you share it with, it will go back to you.
So
It's
you're
always to you.
automatically kind of setting up a referral if it's across the United States. And
Well, you're
are
setting up
all of
a,
these only EXP
No.
EXP listings?
no, these are listings all over through all different agents.
So they don't have to be necessarily EXP?
No, they're listings throughout the United States with anyone.
Okay.
So if you go back to the link,
So do you see any
See right
value
here-
of doing that within a closer geographic area where we would have access to the MLS?
you could do whatever you want. What I'm trying to say is,
Well,
yeah,
I'm,
like,
I'm not,
oh,
I'm not saying I can't do it. What I'm asking about it, I'm trying to understand when is this valuable for me to use? So is this something that if I've got the local MLS, it's not really all that functionally valuable, but it is like for outside of my area where I would be doing like a referral for a,
right, I
client
understand
that-
what you're saying. So if I have a client that tells me that they're going to be moving to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, okay, but they're not going to be moving to Cedar Rapids, Iowa for a while, but they want an eye on the market, okay? Guess what, Richard? I can give you access to that. Here's a link, and you
Okay.
can customize it based on your search. And then when they're ready, right, you will get notified, and then you can link them up with an agent.
Okay. So
'Cause
that's a
that's-
good example of how it's functionally useful.
Yeah, because
Or if you have a client that's looking, like I said, to invest, because I have clients that are looking to invest across the United States.
Okay.
So when you have that, right, not only they're going to look in California, but they're going to look in Nevada, they're going to look in Arizona, and they're going to look in Michigan or wherever, right? That's another benefit, right? So
Okay.
you're basically giving them access to MLS across the United States, but it's linked back
But
to you.
it's keeping it linked to me. So one way or
Yes.
the other, I'm gonna make some money out of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank
And
you
then the-
very much. That helps me to now understand how that
Absolutely.
tool can be used successfully and usefully.
Absolutely. And then the goal is, right? Like if I go here and I want to get that person in, where was it? Sherman, Texas, right? Sherman, Texas. It's going to pull up agents. So I don't necessarily have to post something on the referral network. If I have my lead clicks on this listing and it's in Sherman, Texas, I can go here in the referral network and then I can call Rebecca and Corey and Amanda, right?
Right.
Does that make sense? So like that's the purpose of this is you have one stop shop for all of your leads and referrals. So that way they're keeping it in the family. They're
Okay.
referring that out in the family, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and
essentially.
now it helps me to understand how to use it effectively too.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
basically anywhere you don't have MLS, you can use it.
Right. And so let me show you, Angela, real quick. So we'll start from the beginning. Okay, so when you go to Okta, exprealty.okta.com, I'll put this in the chat. You are going to go into where it says EXP Global Referral Platform. Now,
Please,
if you
please notice
if-
that
if-
she's got that in recently used. It may
Right,
not
right,
appear on your
right,
Okta right
right.
there.
Right, that's what I'm trying to explain. So if you go here to referral, it will pull it up. So you can search anything in here to look for it. So
Cool.
referral,
Nice
and
short.
it will pull up the referral platform right here, and then you can click on it and go. Or you can go down here and go through here. So you can search it, and then it'll take you to this global referral platform, and that's where you find the MyLink, MyLead. Did that help, Angela?
Let me just make sure it came up. Okay, so when I pull mine up, I get where it says the EXP agent portal. Oh, and then it says sign into Okta to use my profile.
You
What
don't
does
have
it
to
say on
do
the
that
left?
if
What
you
does it
follow
say?
her link to the left.
what does it say on the left?
On the left, it just says home, agent search, referrals manage, marketing profile, edit my profile, view my internal profile, view my external profile, training and support.
Do they I don't think do they have access to this? Because I know I had it early. Do they?
I had it early too, but it's launched. Let me
Are you
find
sure you
out.
show the screen?
Let me find out on that, because everyone should have access to My Link, My Lead. It was in a
It
trial
doesn't come
period.
up with mine. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so let me find out about that.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And then I'll
I
just
appreciate it.
absolutely, absolutely. Thanks for letting me know.
Would it help to see her screen?
No, I'm
Okay.
gonna have to email him. I'll email Scott because I have his information.
So let me just show you something real quick that I like about this. And that is this. So if you
Yeah, I don't have it either. Mine looks exactly like how Angela explained her
Okay,
page.
yeah, I'll email and we'll get back to you guys. Thanks for letting me know.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, Jeff.
Yes.
So if I want to post, like, let's say I looked at this Miami property up in My Link, My Lead. So raise oops, condo.
That's all right, Jeff.
And
We understand big hands are hard to type.
yeah, I know, right? So I post that, and when you say like, what do you think about this? You know, something to get people to engage. What do you think about this Miami condo, this $50 million condo? So this right here, this post, anybody that clicks on this in the world, okay,
Come
and
back to you.
goes,
Oh, that's
I'm
gonna take them back to you. Oh, that's
it's
cool.
gonna take
Right.
it back to me, right? So, oh, this is great. I'm gonna click on Ask an EXP Agent. Boom, this goes back to me, right? Or tour with EXP, that goes back to me. So you could use it for single properties, searches, whatever. I just want to make sure I pointed that out because I
Thank
did
you.
this when it first came out, and it was really, I got a lot of engagement on it. And what was cool is if anybody was interested in it, guess what they're coming back to, right? So that's
Yeah.
why it's My Link, My Lead. That link, you own that lead forever.
And then I just emailed the guy to find out how you all get access because I didn't know it wasn't launched fully yet. So I will find it and I will advise everyone.
I'm sorry, because I didn't realize that they didn't get it the way you presented it, because mine came up the way you presented it.
Yeah,
And
yeah, I don't know if it's something you have to sign up on, but I'll find out and I'll let everyone know.
yeah, but I was trying to follow it through the login, and then I saw you do the shortcut. Which,
Oh,
thank you.
I
You
gotcha.
showed me something new, and then they didn't have that access, so that was kind of.
Yeah, I understand. All right, let's see. So hopefully everyone found that beneficial and we will make sure you all get access. So let me go back to the agenda. Chloe, do you want to, I know we talked about Buffer for social media, but do you want to show everyone how easy that is? And it kind of explain to everyone what the platform is.
Yeah, definitely. Let me share my screen.
Thank you.
I'll share ours. So Buffer is a platform basically that lets you upload photos to social media. You can connect like multiple accounts. So I think the free version lets you connect up to 3 of your accounts. So where's my screen? Can you all see this?
Yes.
So we have our Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn all connected here, but it's super easy. You can just, you see that we posted, this is Monday. We have some posts and it posted the same photo to LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, and it does it all in one swoop. So you just do new post. You can write a caption, add the photo, and then it will post it on all 3 platforms. So like if you want to do like a just closed and then add a photo to it, you can do customize for each network and you can either change it, like tailor it to Facebook post, Instagram post, or your LinkedIn post, or you can just make them all the same and share it, and it'll post it on all 3 platforms.
And what's cool about this is if you're having writer's block, there's an AI assistant on the bottom. So if you
Right.
you can have, yeah, right there on the bottom. So like you can type what you want to write about and it will create a post for you.
And then you can like
Recently
I
ended.
mean, it's a short caption, but yeah, it'll like rephrase it for you. So yeah, just a
So
neat little
Buffer's
feature.
free for 3 accounts, and it's super easy, as you can see. So for your social media, you know, you can just go in, create your post and post it. You can schedule it. Yeah, it's a great feature. So I wanted to make sure we covered that.
Drop the link to this in the chat too. But yeah, you can calendar like for the whole, like this is by week, but you can do it for the whole month and just like have photos, like see these are all the photos we posted for the month, and you can like schedule each day out if you want to do it all in one swoop. Let me drop in the link in the chat.
Thank you. Any questions on that?
Oh, thank you. That was a nice addition.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We have a open house checklist. Let's see what that is. Oh, Club Wealth. Yeah, so this, I'm gonna put it in the chat. Where is my chat? There it is. So open houses. Oh, I need to share my screen. Sorry. Feel like I'm okay. So this is an open house checklist, massive open house checklist from Michael Helgson, Club Wealth. It's from 2023, so it's recent. They redid it, but it kind of goes through open houses. What should I do? Sign rules, keys to the massive open houses. What you do 2 weeks before the open house, 1 week before the open house, 3 days before the open house, a day of the open house. At the open house safety, it runs through everything through here, and just like tips and tricks and best practices. So we wanted to show you all that. And then if you go to the Club Wealth site, go to the blog page, there is a video. Hold on. I remember Jeff and I almost got a mannequin once. Sorry, that's just me. When we were in Pasadena, Altadena, we almost got, I know Jeff had to take a call, but we almost got a mannequin to hold our open house sign. That just made me laugh. So we'll include this in the chat too, but you can watch the video, and then we have the checklist that we will send to you as well. Where's my chat? All right. Any questions on that? Okay. Oh, okay. So who doesn't on this call have access to clubwealthu.com? The buyer agent and listing agent calls. Who doesn't?
I probably don't. I haven't been on it.
Who's saying that? I'm sorry. I don't have.
Emily.
Who?
Emily.
Emily. Okay.
Emily Love.
Emily, sorry. I can't, if I can't see your face, it's hard for me to know who's talking. Okay. So we'll include the steps on how to access Club Wealth, but you all have access to courses. So there's this buyer agent course, and it's free for you to take, and it's awesome. And it goes through steps. You do it on your own pace. But you have access to courses. So I wanted to make sure you go into catalog. And there's some that, look at free. So all of these,
Not free.
what?
Not that free. I'm paying for it. Free for you guys.
Okay, so
Thank you, Jeff.
I'm trying to emphasize that. I'm joking.
yeah, Jeff pays for
Appreciate
it.
what Jeff does for us.
Yes,
They had a
Thank you.
nice listing class today. Do they have recordings of those? Because I couldn't hear
No.
all of it.
no, they do not record their courses. So yes, Jeff pays for coaching every month, and a benefit of his coaching is that he gives you all access to their calls. So the buyer's agent call is twice a month, their listing agent call is once a month, and they do not record them. So like I was at an eviction this morning and I missed him. I couldn't listen to him. It was very sad. But you do have access to take courses anytime. They have 3 different courses. They have this buyer agent course. If you're an admin, REO certification course, right? So another REO. So if you're new into REO and you've done the REO certification through XP, do this one too. More training is better. 37-minute guaranteed listing presentation. I mean, there's so much. Let's see if there's anything else to, I think that's it.
I
Yes.
recommend just to go through and browse it.
Yeah.
And see what, is meaningful to you. And then you could
Right.
just bookmark that and get to it when you get to it.
Yeah, see like listing presentation, course. You can
click on
sort
that
by,
list presentation one real quick, because we talked about that in today's call. I just want to see if he said there were 3 videos to see. Just hit enroll start. Huh, I'm only seeing 1.
no, it's right here. These are all videos.
Uh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, unscripted listing presentation. Okay.
Lead follow-up, lead conversion, and unscripted.
Huh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then for those that don't have access to Club Wealth, we will post how to get access in the meeting notes that will be posted on the Russell Realty Group org workplace group.
Brian's saying he doesn't, don't.
Right, I know.
How's it
Right,
done?
that's what I'm saying. We're gonna give access
But
to
how's he
everyone.
done the calls is my question.
He hasn't been on the calls.
But I have been on the call.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Brian would have to tell us that because you have to be part of a team to have access.
Yeah, I must have access then, because I've only been on the call once. But I don't remember exactly how I got onto the call. I think I went through, I think I went through the link, one of the links, and if I set something up, I set something up, but I'd have to figure out if I actually do have an account set.
Yeah, you're not under Jeff's team.
Okay.
I'm looking at it right now, so I'm not sure how you'd have access, but we will make sure everyone has the steps on accessing it.
Well, thanks
When
again.
you-
I didn't
when you
realize those
understand it.
courses were in there.
Yeah, you're welcome. I thought that
There's all kinds of
it's
stuff.
yeah.
And did you say that where they record, like today was the listing class and I didn't get to stay for all of it?
They don't record. They
They
will
don't
never
record any
record.
of them
Nothing. Never.
by design.
Oh, I can understand that too. It's just hard to be in 3 places when 3 things are going on that you
Yes,
gotta.
sir.
Yes, sir. I just posted it in the chat on how to access as well. But we'll also post it in the workplace group. All right. Oh, we were on a call. I don't remember what call, but just wanted to talk about the importance of making sure you're taking 1 day off a week. As real estate agents, I'm guilty of it. I know Jeff's guilty of it. I know a lot of you on this call are guilty of it. But for mental wellness, it's important to take off at least a day a week. If you're doing open houses on the weekends and taking a day off during the week, or if you want just to have a set day off, take that day off. But just taking a day off a week is just really good for your mental health and making sure that you stay sane and not get burnt out, because you will get burnt out working 7 days a week. So just time blocking and managing your schedule. Angela, I'm so guilty too. So yeah, time blocking is really important, and managing your schedule. Like this week, I'm working every day and I have an open house on Saturday. So Sunday, I'm going to take the day off, right? Like, and I try to take the day off. Like I work if I need to, but for the most part, I, will try to. So, yeah, so I just wanted to mention that. Yeah. All right. Jeff, I've been talking this entire time.
Thank you. You've been doing a great job.
Okay.
Anything else on the agenda?
I'm pulling it up. All right. Referral. Oh, Skip Trace 3-minute video from Sharif. I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, let me see if I can find it. Go ahead and keep talking. Let's see here.
Do you have that link anywhere?
You look me?
Yeah. I'm not sure what that is.
I said, give me a moment. Let me look for it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear it.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if was that Chloe? I'm trying to figure which call that was on when he shared that. Shoot. Yeah, I don't see it. We're gonna have to Chloe, if you can send me an email to look for that later. I don't want to hold
Okay.
it the call. But it's a 3-minute skip trace. It just shows where you can go to get free information, right? You have an address, but you want to get the homeowner's phone number and or email. It showed how to do that, and it was a free service. So I was going to share that with everybody, and now I can't figure out where the heck I put it. So
And then there was something about taking a quiz. I'm not sure what that is. Let me look. It was agent compliance. Quiz time, group, and
oh, was there a link?
yeah, it's just a workplace compliance. That's a challenge on. Oh, I don't think we need to talk about that. We can just include that for everyone. The last thing would be the credibility pack.
Did we share that once?
No.
We didn't. Okay.
I can share it.
Okay.
I just need to open.
This is good stuff, guys. My last few listing appointments have gone really well with utilizing this. This is something that our coach Sharif has shared with us.
Trying to get it open. Sorry, hold on 1 second.
Who here has a listing presentation? Nobody?
I do.
Okay, one. Anybody else? Are you going on listing presentations? Anybody?
Well,
Got a
make sure
few-
you watch.
Got a few scheduled.
Okay, so we got one person that has a listing presentation that's going on listing presentations. Everybody else,
Well, okay, so let me see.
I go on listing presentations. I had what, 2 this week?
yay,
Nice.
cool.
Yeah,
You-
and both of them said they were gonna list with me, but they weren't quite ready. They wanted to make some improvements to their house first that I suggested, so we'll see how it goes.
So I had
You
a
got
very
it.
good call on the listing agent call today with Club Wealth. And we were doing objections at the end, and and Richard, you missed this because this was at the end. And the response to that is, oh, that's great. That's great to hear because that gives us much more time to get ready for listing the home. So what's better for us to meet, tomorrow at 3 or Friday at 2?
Oh, I
Right?
like that, Jeff. I was gonna say too, another thing is with like, either a cash offer or what's the company that will do repair work and not charge you until you get into escrow? So that's a way you can help them to get it done faster and not have to pay for it and keep it moving along too.
Not have to pay for it until the close. I can't
Right.
think of the name of that. Right?
Curbio,
Curbio, yeah.
Curbio, yes,
Curbio.
thank you, Curbio.
Yeah.
So there you've got some options where you can get people to keep moving because I think the other is just an excuse not to do something right now.
It is, and that's why you disarm them with, oh, that's perfect. You know, be agreeable. You know, listing appointments are all about being agreeable. Even when you don't agree, it's agreeable, right? But it's oh yeah, I completely understand that. You know, I understand, and you know that actually gives us more time to prepare for listing your home. So we should meet now. You know, and I always say, hey, I'm just there to see the bones. I don't care about the junk or the mess, right? So. Well, good. I'm glad that Angela and Rich are going on listing appointments. And for those of you that aren't, maybe you'll feel more comfortable once we show what we're using, which Kelly's pulling up right now.
All right, I'm just pulling it up.
And feel free to R&D my work. Anybody know what R&D is?
Rip off and copy?
D, duplicate. Rip off and duplicate.
I love you, Richard. So, obviously don't use eXp Luxury if you're not a luxury agent, but this is just an example again. So here's this.
We gotta Google that.
No, it's just this feature of this of this Adobe. So we wrote a little bit about this. 15,000 agents in Orange County. How will you select the right one? So you personalize it to your area.
Now, what's important about that one is, you know, it talks about so small. It's easy to think about an agent, you know, in terms of commission, right? Should you get the best or pay the least? You know, if you save a 1% on commission, but you receive a lower sales price, did you really save anything, right? You know, because 1%, let's say 1% is $2,000. Well, what if a better agent would have got you 10,000? Now you just saved 2,000, but it cost you 8,000. And it just, you know, talk about your experience. Like I say, Jeff Russell has sold over 2,200 homes and has personal sales that exceed $1 billion. I'll go ahead to the next one. This one's just, you know, what we're going to talk about in the appointment. Go to the next one.
I just put in the chat on how to join eXp Luxury. Angela just asked.
About us. Okay. And then another thing too to put in your presentation is something that I start putting in here a couple months ago, and it's eXp Realty is the only non-franchised global real estate company with close to 100,000 agents. We are the only non-franchised global real estate company with close to 100,000 agents. Nobody else can say that unless they're with EXP. All right, go ahead, next one.
This is a long one, so, and we're coming up on our 3 o'clock and you have a 3 o'clock, so I was gonna just kind of.
I'm gonna go faster. I'm gonna speed it up.
just
Basically, it's
letting you
all
know.
about you. What can we do for you? Next one.
And that's important to say, right? Because a lot of times agents go in and just talk about themselves and don't talk about the client. So it's important to, mention that. Go ahead, Jeff.
Same old, we're looking to get you the highest price, the shortest amount of time with the least amount of hassle. Amount spelled wrong. We might want to fix that. Virtually
Oh my
stand
gosh.
out amongst the competition. Next one. And then why choose us? And these are all the reasons why they choose us. Because of the live phone prospecting, the complimentary staging consultation, amazing 60-second promo video, all these different things that we do. I would change that to open houses and that instead of 2, because then we're committing. The bottom right. And then the next page is.
Well, now you have to wait. I forget it.
Fast sell, less hassle. Our average days on market is 15. Average to the market, your market in this particular case was 28 days. Okay, so we're selling your home faster with no hassle. Less open houses and less showings, right? We're selling it for 104% of the market price. Okay, versus 108%. So what would you do as a seller with an extra 3.6% of your home's value? That's almost paying the commission. Next one.
And
So
then a good question from Angela asked, if we print it out, and yes, we print it out for every listing appointment and we leave it with them.
And
So we
bind it.
print it out and we bind it.
Considering R&D, could we see your listing presentation? And because
You're seeing it.
You're seeing it right now. You're seeing it right now.
No, I'll give you a copy of it too.
Thank you. That's what I meant. Can I
Yes,
see
So
a
sir.
go back one real quick. We're almost done. What was I gonna say about this? Darn it. I leave this behind, but I leave it behind after they sign the listing agreement. Like, I don't leave this and say, oh gosh, I hope they pick me. I leave this behind and unless they say they're gonna interview other agents, then there's a couple more pages I leave behind, which Chloe, if we can send those separately to everybody so they know, keep them separate, right? Don't bind them all together, because I don't want to invite them to interview other agents. I want them to, if they are, I want to make sure I give it to them. So go to the next page, Kelly. This you should have in all your listing presentations, talking about how you need to list it under market to get more activity and ultimately get the highest price. That's what I've been doing for decades now, and it works very well in most markets, not every market, but most. Okay, time on the and the second one down there is time on the market is very crucial. The first 3 to 7 days are the most important. After that, people start wondering what's wrong with the property, at least in this current environment we're in. Next page. So the next time we have a meeting, I can ask everybody if they've got a listing presentation, and I can all say yes. What was that last one?
I'm skipping over it because it's a mess.
Okay. All right. We'll fix it and that will be sent to you. In-house marketing department, right? We have 5 full-time employees. We've got me, Kelly, our transaction coordinator, excuse me, our VAs. You may not have that many, but I mean, for my FLAs, you can at least say that you've got 2 people, right? Because we're helping you with some of your social media. Fake it till you make it. I'm not saying lie, but just, it's like a resume. The next one. Communication guarantee, just talking about how we're available from 8 to 7 p.m. daily. We provide them a weekly status report, right? Every Monday by noon. They know that bar none, they're going to get that. And then some other bullet points I have there. Next page. Success stories. That's just some success stories. Put your best success stories you had in your career. You don't have to put a date on it. Okay, next one.
And I wrote little stories about each of these, right? So I did 6 listings that had something to talk about, right? So, and I put little blurbs in it for each. Takes a while to do this. It's a process.
It does. This is just some.
I did it. I know it does. I added 4 reviews. Jeff doesn't like this, but it, you know, we do client events, so I think this is a good thing to have. But and then this is something that our
If you know they're
coach.
gonna shop you with another agent, these are the questions that you want to make sure that they're asking other realtors, right? The answer to these questions are yes, we do that for us, right? Next page. More questions. And then here's a scorecard, you know, here's Russell Realty. These are all our stats, and yes, we do this, or no, we don't. It's all yeses, as you can see. Agent 1, compare us, right? How many years have they been in the business? You know, how many homes have they sold? So you got agent number, it should be agent number 2 and 3, because we are 1, but anyway, you got 2 columns there to fill that out. Sorry, I'm just, every time I read this, I see something. Okay, make it bigger. And then here's some notes that they can put for certain questions.
The questions that are bigger, you know, ones that take a lot of signing. So that's it. Any questions? No?
Do you guys include net proceeds like from escrow when you go into your listing appointment, or is that what do you provide that after?
Jeff?
I usually provide it after. Some agents do it before, some do it after. I usually just do it after.
So you just stick with that presentation and you never show any of
presentation. There's comps and there's
We do a CMA.
I'm just talking about an actual something to guide you through what you're doing. And that if you notice that 3rd page, it showed the things that we're going to do. You know, this is what we're going to do in the next half hour, 45 minutes or whatever, Mr. or Mrs. You know, Sepulveda, here's what we're going to go through. And then and that's the presentation. And then, you know, this is after we walk through the house and all that. We could do a, why don't we do we'll do a full-on listing presentation on our next meeting or so, where I can actually show you exactly what I do.
And what's important, here is you're not reading this verbatim.
Right.
You're going through this and casually talking about it, casual, these are, and I'm leaving this with you, right? Like this is going to be yours, but highlighting the stuff that you want to highlight, but you're leaving it with them. So that's important to know as well.
What I'm not leaving with them, and you can send this too, is the commission, what's it called? Commission choices?
Is someone here?
No.
I was like, is that, commission choices. So I'll,
the commission schedule? What's it?
Schedule, sellers packages,
Seller packages. Thank you. Now what that has is it's got 3 columns. The first column is 2%. Here's what you get for 2%. Next column is 2.5%. Here's what you get for 2.5. You get what you get for 2 and what's in the 2.5 column. And oh, here's what you get for 3%. And that's everything, right? And that helps you, you know, you circle, you know, the 3%, and, you know, a lot of just usually it's just luxury clients that want this one, you know, and then the 2%, you know, doesn't give you everything, you know, most commonly at the end, where you X out the 2 on that, you X out the platinum and you X out the basic, you say most clients are going with the standard package. Now you could do it towards 2.5, 3, 3.5, right? And circle the standard 3. It all depends on you and your business and how you want to run it. This is how I have mine right now currently. But
then also the reason why this is low is the next conversation is, okay, what percentage do you want to offer the buyer's agent? So we've structured this to change with the times, right? So we're changing this to structure it that here's the seller packages, and then the conversation now goes into, okay, what do you want to offer the buyer's agent?
And that comes coupled with a MLS one-liner, their neighborhood last 6 months of active and sold, so we can show them, look, here's the ones that offered 3% or 2.5, here's the ones that offer 2, whatever I look at what people are, the average is, and if the average is 2.5, I recommend 2.5. If the average is 2.25, I recognize recommend. So I recommend based on what the actual sellers are doing and the homes that are active and selling, because you don't want to list your home for a 2% commission when everybody in your neighborhood is active right now with 3%, right?
Right.
You know, you're going to be the low man on the totem pole. You want to be competitive, not just in price, but in compensation to the agent, the buyer agent.
Absolutely.
And by the way, don't forget you might double in that.
All right. We have,
Yeah.
I know Jeff, you have a 3 o'clock, so we need to hop off because we need the Zoom, but does anyone have any questions before we end?
I don't have any questions, but I have some open house opportunities for my listing, which is my house coming up. If anyone's interested in La Crescenta.
Adriana probably is.
Yeah, Adriana probably is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to
but
just
when
put
the-
your number in the chat, Emily, and she can call
Yeah.
you?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because
And
it's my
will
own
it be-
house, so
Oh, nice.
it's a little more awkward doing your own open houses and also.
Absolutely.
That's smart.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Smart idea. Put your number in the chat so you guys can talk, because I unfortunately won't be able to keep you on the Zoom because Jeff needs a Zoom. Normally we don't do calls back to back like this, but it was an important call. Thank you for that. Any other questions or anything to add? Hopefully you guys
Given
found
your
this
time
meeting helpful
constraints-
today.
Given your time constraints, maybe in a future point, could we talk a little bit more about if you've got any ideas about changing how you're gonna present buyer's agent compensation, given all the changes going on?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's why we've structured that seller packages, just to show seller commission, and then that conversation goes into, let's talk about buyer agent commission. This is what's currently being offered. So you have that information from the MLS. So yes, definitely. Chloe, add that onto the next sales meeting along with the listing presentation. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful
you.
day. Thank you all
Thank
for
you.
joining.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.